and the world is in chaos. And I kinda knew this was coming. I kinda knew it was almost like this, something was pending, something was due, This had to be dealt with, this had to be gone. I mean, they've been openly and blatantly saying about, making a misfire happen, or, in the midst of war, things could happen. And certain countries could be blamed for things that they didn't even do. And you know who I'm talking about. It's pretty obvious. It's all a facade, in my opinion, though. The whole thing, the whole freaking thing. Us, me, you, we are made to think that what we say or what we talk about matters, or our opinions or us saying the truth really matters. And I'm being honest with you, they make it seem like it matters. They make it seem like it matters, and in the end, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna do what they wanna do. They will still create horror. They will still create chaos, and these things will continue to happen, whether you like them or not, or whether I like them or not. They will still keep happening. So forget about your flippant thing is the truth or my flippant thing is the truth. The real truth is, this is bound to happen. Wars are bound to happen. It's only a matter of time. I've said it. And here we are. Here we are, I mean, who would have thought, of all places, here, God knows, man. And I hope you're all safe. And things are not that bad here, by the way. It's all shown and portrayed in a way. Of course, I'm not in the place of the most missile activity, let's say that. However, we do hear jets and stuff going by, and it's not as chaotic as it seems here specifically. That's what I'm talking about. And some people, all these foreigners from outside the country, they make it seem as if, they are these 30-year toddlers, bro. They are running away, trying to escape, as if these freaking things are destined to hit them. And I wonder why they are scared, That's maybe a good question, I guess. And there's a lot of freaking political mess over here, and I don't even want to get into it, I'm just a regular guy here, trying to do what I want to do, get things in order and live just like you guys. Just because I have a camera and a nice microphone doesn't mean I get to own the fucking truth over here, Excuse my language. These facades, these freaking false, what do you call it? Like false, I'm missing the word here. But this false sensation of power that you feel, freedom, I can speak, you can do bullshit, bro. Shut the fuck up. Nobody in the world can do what you're thinking you can do, Specifically, I'm talking about the current scenario. Speak the truth. Did you not see the Marine that was literally fucking dog shit pulled through the freaking place? His arm was stuck in the door, and they kept pulling it, not just once, not just twice. They pulled it until that his poor arm broke like a rag doll, and I hope he heals. but it didn't look good. It looked broken in so many places with the way they were pulling and his hand was stuck in the door. It was just really sad to see. Yeah, I was going to say this false sensation of power that people feel, this false sensation of I can make a difference. It's all fucking bullshit, bro. They make you feel all that stuff so you can speak all that out, and now you're under the radar. Now they're watching you. They want to see what you speak so they can put in, little bits of lies in between what you're speaking about, and now suddenly you're cancelled. You're someone who's the worst of the worst. You spoke something that should not be uttered. Meanwhile, all of this was supposed to be free speech. Nobody owns the internet, to say the least. However, in the 21st century, right now, 2026 and onwards, internet, social media, whatever you do, your footprint on the digital world has real world consequences. Just keep in mind. And I'm not saying you should be scared. I'm just saying do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. There are people who can take more risks, and there are people who don't want to take the risk. It's not their, you don't want to play that game, With all due respect, this crap about, being the savior, being the good guy and being the savior. I'm not saying you should lie here. Let's be clear. I'm not saying you should lie, but I'm saying this fucking bullshit about you going into a telephone booth and coming out as the Superman with a fucking microphone with your pink fucking underwears is utter bullshit. You need to forget about that fucking fantasy. You're not Superman, you're not fucking Aquaman, you are nobody. I am nobody. And I'm only saying this because it's true. It wouldn't matter. Look at all the people in history. And the majority of the people who spoke the truth, they're nowhere to be found. They are in the ground and they've become plants and trees. They're just back in the cycle of nature, let's say that. So it's not worth it to even dive into. You see all these people becoming all these fucking influencers now suddenly turning on and becoming these fucking news reporters. This is the one thing that pisses me off the most. Every single person wants to take this chance to become an influencer, a fucking news reporter, and then they get their ass banned and deported, and it basically makes them a sort of a villain, I guess. They become these sad people, but it's their mistake to begin with. You can't badmouth someone who's taking care of you. You can't badmouth someone who's protecting you. It's such fucking bullshit to begin with. And I'm not getting paid by anyone, by the way. But I'm telling you how it really works, You don't fucking open your mouth or disrespect someone who's taking care of you. You're supposed to say, thank you very much, and I appreciated it. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I would honestly say that. Right now, people who are freaking, every little creak they hear, every little, tire screech or somebody moving their furniture, these guys start shitting their ass. And I can understand to an extent, but them making posts about this, people coming out with fucking what? Bomb drama? Like fucking what? What? Do you understand now what real stress is? All this time you were fucking bullshitting about your stress, your unhappiness, my relationship didn't work, my bills are due, my family is angry with me, and so on and so forth. All these stress, so-called stress. And now you see the real stress, the actual threats of real fucking life. There's a fucking missile going over you, and you're in this, amidst all this chaos, you are now laser focused on every single sound. There's no more depression now. There's no more anxiety about your day-to-day bullshit. Now you're all cured up, you know. For this month, you didn't have any of your fucking bullshit illnesses, by the way. And I'm not saying that they are not, they're not real. I'm saying they are bullshit. Because when reality kicks in, all what you made up in here goes away. All what you made up in your head just goes away. And it's one of those biggest moments here. It's one of those eye-opening moments, is what I wanted to say. That now you realize the real difference between actual stresses and your fake bullshit stresses. And I'm not belittling anyone, because I'm a human too, you know what I mean? I'm a human too, and I fall into all these freaking fake facades too. I'm not someone, that's blessed with the, this ability to see. I'm a fucking blind guy too. I walk in circles. I hate fucking stones. I hate a fucking poster, I hate a sign, and then I realize you can't walk the world blindly. You can't just close your eyes and walk just because people say you can walk blindly, but it doesn't mean that you should walk blindly. There are some fruit flies just flying around here, so I forgot to take out some food, and apparently fruit flies did have a feast, unfortunately. So this is the truth, I guess. Nobody's born perfect. And there was this phrase I was thinking about. It said something like this: I can understand from your perspective. And I was thinking, for the sake of the conversation, it seems like it's true. You can understand from my perspective, but you really can't. You really can't. And even I can't. Nobody can understand from your perspective, because if they had to understand from your perspective, they would have to live 20 years, 5 years, 10 years in the same bullshit that you lived in day to day, every hour, every minute. They had to live through the same bullshit to then gain that perspective, which they didn't. So in all freaking reality, in all fucking truth, they don't realize what they're saying is actually not true. They don't understand from your perspective. Maybe they get a glimpse. Maybe they get a very, very basic understanding, but they don't really understand what it feels, or how it feels. And not that feelings really do matter. They come and go. They come and go. Look, I'll be honest. I saw a recent incident. This was freaking pure peak content. That's what I said. And without giving any names, I saw this girl. She was extremely happy. In a group of friends, she was extremely happy, ecstatic, freaking jumping around, excited that she's going on a date with this guy. And, it was 30 minutes before. She's been talking about this since yesterday. And I'm not taking any sides here, but this girl said she's going on a date with this guy. 30 minutes before the frickin' date, she cancels it. Just because the guy had a weird message, and she even blocked him. And I was like, what? And I mean, I'm not taking sides here, but this is how the people are these days. This is how, young teenagers are these days. They are very jumpy, they are very quick to decide, and I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. And as I said again, the guy could be creepy, the guy could be a freaking weirdo. Who knows? Who knows? So, pretty insane the world we live in. And odd enough, you know, seeing all this chaos unfold, odd enough. I was just sitting there thinking, I can't wait for this shit to begin. I can't wait for this shit. Let it begin. Because it was due. It was due. So let it begin so we can see some sort of an end, some sort of conclusion to this. Some people are apparently saying this is a spiritual war. They're hoisting people in, call to freaking spirituality over here, calling them to fight and kill other people, no matter how you make it seem like it. Killing, regardless, is insane when you attach spirituality with it, and you know what I'm talking about. It's insane. And at this point, the information wars are just crazy. Everybody could make anything up. Nobody really knows the truth because all of us are just sitting on a freaking mobile screen. We're sitting on this fucking device. And we're calling each other liars and fake people and all this bullshit. Just think about it for a second. I want you to think about it for just a second. Focus your attention here. We are all fighting about the truth and the lies on a fucking device. We don't even know the origin of where this information came from. And we blindly believe anyone who says the truth just because he said it's the truth. Or just because this guy said it's a lie, so it's a lie now. Do you understand the fucking complexity of this shit right now? And as that guy said, I can't believe they are fucking saying this so fucking blatantly. They are disrespecting the Middle East as if, you know, we are these fucking children. It pisses me off on a very deeper level. It's not a small insult, that guy. It's not a small insult what he said. This is something people fight for. This is something you don't speak from your fucking ugly ass mouth, you know. You don't speak that shit. If you speak those words, those are fucking fighting words. That's what happens when you speak those words. The world goes into chaos. Unfortunately, innocent people die because of those words. It's all this rage baiting sort of thing, I feel like. And for what? What's gonna be the result of this, you know? Oh, he attacked first. That's all they're gonna say. He attacked first. Who's gonna prove that? Nobody can prove it. And by the time you get into your investigations and all this shit, there's already a war going. Wow. What a fucking convenience, you know what I mean? Such fucking bullshit. So, when people talk about, you know, you should speak the truth and all that, I get it, and you should do. You know, you do you do your part. At the very least, you do your part. But don't fucking come in here with this Superman fucking cape or a Batman ass suit where you think you can make a huge impact. And if you do, just know something's coming for you. This is how the world works. They make you think you did something, and then they fuck you in the ass, and you won't even feel it until it's too late. You're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? Yep. and most people think it's gonna blow over. I feel I am optimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic that it's gonna blow over. It's gonna be fine. They're gonna reach some sort of a deal. And as more and more time passes, things on the board, things on this chessboard are appearing out of this thin air. Are just fucking appearing out of this fog, and more players are arriving in here now. Congrats. And for the record, I'm just gonna say it's March 6th, 3:38 a.m. It's a Friday. It's a Friday early morning. Let's see where this thing goes.